Yeah, hockey should be a good race. Sorry, I had to turn my mic on, but we're about ready to get going here for Monday night. We do something a little different this week. Um, Sorry, my voice is a little rough. I have just getting over a cold, but um, uh, we're gonna be commentating Tier 2 tonight. So we'll go over the entry list real quick. So in Alpine we have Vinny and Brock. Alfa Romeo we have a Rapture. In McLaren we have Xfinisher. Mercedes we have Hockey, Iceman, and Michigan Van. Aston Martin we have Luther and Quick Tongue. AlphaTauri we have Mad Bomber. Ferrari we have Freebird. Haas has Card Attack and Pagoda. Red Bull has Cloaking Train, and Williams has Echo Alex and Dirty Dero. Let's go over the point standings for Tier 2. So we'll start with constructors. McLaren's leading with 27 points, so finishers got some work to do here. Um, Alpine's second with 22. Haas is third with 16. As far as drivers go, F. Tessa, which is a reserve, who is no longer in Tier 2, he is in Tier 1 now. As 27, Vinny, who is technically leading these guys in, is 18 points. Cartac is in third with 15, and Mad Bomber in fourth with 12. So, like I said, we're just waiting on one person to get in here real quick. Like I said, we're just waiting on one to get in here. So let's see where we guys are standing as far as the joint constructors goes. So, Echo Alex, who is in here, is in third of the constructors and the joint constructors, or joint driver standings. Dero's in ninth, the time for ninth, Freebird's in 10th, so those are the three in the top 10. As far as constructors goes, Alpine is leading the joint constructors with 119, AlphaTauri is 87, and Haas is in there with 75. So that's across all three nights. So should be good. Should be a good night. I think it'll be interesting. I know Pagoda. Yeah, I've already taken a bunch today. I just kind of have to deal with it. Yeah, I just kind of deal with it, to be honest. Either way, we'll get through it. We just got just waiting on Luther to get in here, and we will get going. Alright, so now that we got everybody in here, we should be good to go. So we'll get into qualifying. Hopefully this is a dry race because this track is no fun in the wet. So let's see what we can do here. We got 35 laps. So it should be fun to watch. Alright, so we're just waiting for one more to load in here. We have 15 tonight then, so should be good. Should be a good race. So let's see if we can keep her clean tonight. So far dry, so that's plus. So we'll get the broadcast stuff set up here real quick. Everybody's on soft, so I don't need to worry about that. We're just gonna do this on there. Let's wait for people to come out of the pits, and we will get her going here. So let's see who's first to come out of the track. And tough ground, nobody's coming out of the pits yet.
Do you think it looks like his butt might be getting a little sore?
Yeah.
Right there, please.
So we have, looks like we have Mercedes coming out of the pits now. Looks like Hockey Man. So we'll jump down to him. Looks like he'll be first one out. He's leading the charge. So, first one out of the pits. We also have a McLaren, a finisher. We have the Red Bull behind them. So 3 cars out on track now. So the way I normally do it for people who haven't been on my stream yet. Sorry about my voice again. Like I said, cold. Usually I'll ride with the first person around the lap, and then I'll try to catch everybody as a cross line to try to get the lap time, so that way you have an idea where you're sitting. Like I said, should be pretty good. So we got a new follower since the start of the stream, so thank you for following whoever that was. So then this race will also be on YouTube by tomorrow at noon. I'm going to try to go on and upload it tonight, but most likely it'll be in the morning. So you can watch it there. YouTube channel is Anthony Rose 9518. So Hockey Iceman has warmed his tires up, so his finisher behind him. So let's see what happens here as they start a lap. We'll get an idea of what the lap time is, what the pace of this group is. So he's coming around to start a lap. He's already low on ERS. Looks like you had it on the whole time coming around the track. But anyways, DRS up and down the front straight. Up and should be up in 8th gear by the end of the straight. And then down all the way to 2nd gear to make the turn, braking about the 75-meter mark. Wide open gears open again. Up in the 6th and 7th gear should be by the end of this straight. Then brake all the way down to 3rd, maybe 2nd gear to help make the rotate. And then back up in 3rd, wide open again. Try to keep it flat out through this turn all the way to 5th gear, 6th, and up to 7th by the end of this straight. Then you're going to have your yellow in sector 3. Down to 6th gear to make the turn. Try to keep it in track limits. Go down to 4th gear for turn 7. Up to the chicane. So we're down to 3rd, maybe 2nd gear to make the turn. Then back up in a 3rd real quick to get better traction off. And then downshift quickly to make it to the S's. Just kind of pick your gear, make sure you're staying pretty steady. 6th gears up to maybe 7th, and drop right back down to 5th gear to make the turn. Wide open again up to 7th gear down this straight. Then you'll drop all the way down to 3rd gear to make this turn. Maybe 2nd to help the rotate, then back up to 3rd right away. Up to 5th, then drop down to 2nd gear to make this turn. Looks like cloaking spun down the last straight. Up to 5th gear for here, and then we will drop down into 4th to make the turn, rotate, and then wide open up to the start finish line. So the time to beat right now is a 1:18.162. Finishers will be the next one across the line. And 1:18.5. So those are the 2 times to beat right now. We have Pagoda on an outlap. We have him on an outlap. Let's see. Luther's going to be the next one to finish the lap, so let's see what he can do for lap time. So we do have the cross-platform enabled right now, so we have people from Xbox, PC, and PlayStation out here right now, and it looks like Luther's leaving way for people to go by. So it looks like Brock's coming through to finish the lap now, and then we have QuickTime also coming around to finish the lap. So let's see what these guys can do coming across the line. I would say Pulse probably would be in the mid 117s, 117.6 currently, and then we have Quick Tongue coming across to finish the lap at a 118.3, so it puts him in P3. We have the Haas of Cartech starting lap. Freebird finish at 18.4. We have Echo at a 118.9. Looks like we have a couple of Mercedes coming across the line, so he's starting a lap. Looks like these guys are all starting laps. So nobody really coming across the line soon. We're going to check in with Card Attack. We have an Alfa Romeo. He's not going to be coming up anytime soon. He's trying to catch people on laps right now to see who we can get. We have Card Attack and Pagoda. So we're going to go here first. Let's see what he can do for lap time. It's probably the 120s by the time he gets around. So this is not a very fast lap compared to the guys who've already set times. Oh, he spins off the last turn. He saves it, keeps him from DNFing, but he will lose a wing, so he'll have to come into pits. After coming around to start a lap, we have both Alpines coming around here. Vince on a lap. We have We're coming around to start a lap. Sorry, just trying to find some people that are on laps. Luther is going to be next. He's on a slow lap. We have a Mercedes of Michigan fan, so he's going to be next. So coming across the line here, he's catching up to the back of the Aston, but he's going to have enough for him. Looks like Bad Bummers coming around to start a lap as well. So we have Mitch coming around to finish the lap. It's going to be 1:18.909. They'll put him in P9. All right. So, Cloaking starting the lap. We have a Rapture coming around to finish one, so let's see what he can do for lap time.
Hi. Bend your legs there, buddy.
So coming around to finish the lap, last two turns, we got a Rapture. Let's see what kind of lap time he can do. We're trying to start a lap. We have both Haas drivers coming around. So the Rapture coming around to finish the lap at a 1:19.313, so that's P10 currently. So that Haas is going in, Car Attack is going in. There's an out lap. We have people on out laps and in laps. It's kind of all over the place. Echo Alex is potentially on a lap. He's on a slow lap, so he's not going to get a lap in. Luther's coming out to finish the lap. He's already up on his time, but that's not surprising with the lap he had. He's going to be 1:18.9, so it puts him in P9. Bauer's coming out to finish the lap. He's going to be at a 1:18.826. That's P9. So the next we got Cloaking Train coming out to finish the lap. So let's see what he can do for lap time. So Cloaking Train is going to be a 1:19.659. So it's P13. The McLaren 1:18.587. He is starting a lap, so he's not on a lap. So Dirty is next. He's coming through Sector 2. See what we can do at the end of Sector 2. What Purple Sector 2, so he's currently on track to be fastest. He's going to be battling Brock right now. So coming around to finish the lap, we have both Williams coming around, so him and Echo are both coming. And we have Bad Bomber, so Dirty is on 1:18.210. Alex is going in. Hockey Man coming around to finish the lap, so let's see what he can do here. So 1:18.162 is what he's got.
Where are you leaning?
So So the McLaren driver's coming around. Let's see what he's going to do for lap time. He's going to be probably in the mid 118s, so maybe slightly faster than that. 117.563. That puts him on pole by half a tenth. So that's the time they got to beat. Let's see, Pagoda's coming around next. He's got the slowest time, but I think he had a rough lap, so he did a recharge. So he's going to go again. So we have Quick Tongue coming across to finish the lap, looks like, or is he starting a lap? Yeah, he's starting a lap. We have Freebird coming around. He's got a high lap time, so he is probably going to start a lap. We don't really have anybody on laps right now that's close. Vince is getting close. Did he improve his time any? Let's see. Pole's probably going to be... I can see Pole getting down to 117 flat, potentially. 117.939, so it puts P3, so that puts both Alpines in the top 3 currently. Nice job by both of them. Car attack is 117.995, so we have 4 tenths separated in the top 4 currently. Michigan fan coming across to finish the lap. That's going to be 118.909, so he did not improve probably to start a lap. Blue driver behind him is starting a lap. With the other Mercedes. From the pits, we have the McLaren going to the pits. We're going to Pagoda. He should be the next one across the line. He's half second up on his time through sector 2, so that's going to improve his time, but that's not much. He must have a slow... Oh, he went wide. So he's going to improve some. Let's see, he's going to get in the 120s anyways. We have the Aston Martin behind him of Quick Tongue spinning. It's 121.073. So he will improve, but not much. So Freebird's going to be a 118.883. We have Vince probably coming to the pits. We have Car Attack coming in the pits. Just trying to find someone that's on a lap here. So it looks like Michigan's coming across the 118.951, so it is slower. That Bomber is 118.826. Luther's coming across to finish the lap is going to be a 118.9, so he did not improve. The Williams driver of either Echo, it's going to be Echo coming across. He's starting a lap, so he's not going to improve any. Whatever, starting a lap. Freebird coming around. He is 2 tenths up on his time. So it's going to be a 488, so it puts Freebird up to P9, so that's a big improvement for him. Looks like Cloaking is going to be your next one across the line. He is not going to improve. He's starting a lap. It looks like Luther spins backstretch, so he's got damage, so he's got to come to the pits. Car Attack coming into the pits. That Bomber is got to invalidate a lap, so he's going to go to the pits. So Michigan fans slow. Echo's on a lap right now, so he's the next one we're going to watch. He's going to be finishing the lap, see if he can improve. Just a 10th improvement will get him in front of his teammates. Let's see what he can do here for lap time. It's going to be 1:17.509, so that puts him in first. His teammate's starting a lap now, so let's see if he can get up there with him. And Rapture's next. He is starting a lap. Freebird is on a recharge. Cloaking spun. So Dero is the next one that's going to be, he's on a slow lap, I think. No, he's on a fast lap. So he's up a half a tenth on his time right now, so that's not going to improve him up any spots currently. So we're at 3 minutes, 45 seconds left of the clock.
It's pretty much thawed now. First response. You see that right?
So Echo's coming through to finish the lap. Let's see if he can improve his time. And the Rap should be the next one to finish the lap, so let's see what he can do. So low on ERS, it's not going to help his situation none, so he's going to probably lose a little bit of time because of that. Let's see if he can get at least to the 117s right now. It's going to be 118.125, so moves him up to P6, and Rapture's next to cross line. He's up 2/10 of this time. A 119.152, he improves his time in last position. So Brock is going to be in 117.6. Hockey Man is coming across. He's on invalidated lap, so he's going to be going again. Bad Bomber's on a lap. We got nobody on a lap right now that I can tell. So everybody's on either out lap or in lap, so let's see what happens as these guys go here. So let's see what happens. So Bad Bomber's going to cross to start a lap. The Haas. Is he on a lap? No, he's on an out lap. Michigan Fan is not on a lap. So all these guys are starting laps. So we're going to have a really busy lap here in a second. Echo is on a lap. Let's see if he can improve his time. He does not. So let's finish it on there now. Let's see what he can do. He is starting a lap now. Quick tongue code across to start a lap. We have both Alpines starting a lap. We have Dero starting a lap.
Was that fun?
All these guys are starting laps right now.
Hold that.
Bomber's on a lap. He is currently 4/10 up on his time through Sector 2. That is a purple Sector 2. So let's see if he can improve going through the rest of the lap. Freebird is auto out lap, so so this will be the first of the guys coming across to get laps. So Mad Bomber is going to be probably 117s anyways. 118, 161, so P7. Heart Attack is up to pole 117.452. We have Red Bull Cloaking Train coming next. See, he is starting a lap. He's got enough time to start a lap right now. Michigan Fan coming across to finish the lap on 118.083. We have Echo coming across to, he's going to the pits. Michigan Fan probably going to be going to the pits. Both Aston Martin drivers on the track now. Luther could be the first one across on his up on his time. 1:18.500. And a 1:17.751 is a P5 for him. We have a Mercedes coming across next. Michigan Fan is done. Dirty's next. Then Freebird are the last two. So he's out. Freebird's will be next. He's up on his time right now. He's going to gain 3/10 to get in the top 10 start. See if he can improve. And he's going to be up to a 118.234. So he's still gains time in that position. He's out. Looking Train will be the last one. Can he improve his time or position here? And Cloaking Train spins out of the last turn. So we'll be back here in a second once we start this race. So it does look like we have a wet start, which is going to be interesting. Hungary does have a higher chance of rain, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell you I'm surprised that happened. But yeah, Sprightly. Like I said, I'm not surprised that we have rain in this. Hopefully it dries up for the sake of these guys. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Excuse me. So somebody started the clock early again. So we are going to get going here, looks like. So, here's what we normally do. So it is dry weather. We'll check tires real quick. So everybody's on dry tires, which is kind of surprising. I would have thought with the rain, either it's gonna improve pretty quick, or it's gonna get wetter, and we're gonna be. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's right. I think safety cars should be driving the day on this one because rain on slicks first off is gonna be interesting. So we're gonna do the position change at first because I have a feeling this is gonna be an interesting start. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna dry up or if it's gonna get worse. With the game recommended dries, I'm assuming it's probably gonna dry up. Either that or it's going to get one lap on dries and we should go to inners. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know this logic of this. Let me look into the chat on M2 and see what they say. And nobody's saying anything in the chat for that. So, yeah, it looks like nobody's giving any warning. Looks like Finisher had an incident on the formation lap, so that's going to be rough for him. So we'll see what happens here at the start, but hoping for these guys' sake that the rain lightens up, because I hate this stage or this area of running of these. See, look, Echo's having a hard time getting moving here, especially with the wet. But I hate the races that are like this, where it's in between and you really don't have anywhere to. You're like basically tiptoeing around. It looks like the pit stop strategy is medium to hards, but honestly, I would have started on the softs, just to try to get better traction in this, because you can go about 8 to 10 laps on the softs safely. Just because I don't know what this is going to do. If it's going to be obviously this guy's starting hard, so I'm assuming that this is going to be a dry race, but round 2 for Monday Night Tier 2, and it's lights out, and away we go. Let's see who has a better start here. Looks like the Haas got a pretty good start. The Williams did not. QuickTime got a pretty decent start. Both Alpines did as well. The McLaren finisher dropped some. So let's see how turn 1 goes. 3 wide into turn 1. Looks like Car Attack's going to leave the door open just slightly enough for QuickTime to stick his nose in there. Brock side by side with his teammate. It looks like Vince spins in front of everybody, causes contact, and we have a collision in turn 1 already. Brock has a 5-second penalty or Michigan has a 5-second penalty for collision, but no safety car for that. We're still going. QuickTime went up 4 spots on that opening round. Cloaking Trade up 8 spots to P6 on the start of that. I'm assuming because of that incident in turn 1. Pagoda is up to P10 from P15. But Mr. Brock is down 11 spots. So that's the biggest loser, and then Echo and Finisher are also down 4 positions. So as we go, it looks like the rain is lighting up. So it looks like it will be a dry race. Because like I said, I wouldn't suspect that people would have been on hards if it was supposed to rain farther. So, but we have some guys on on softs, and these will go to the tire strategy now. So we have 4 guys on softs, a lot of guys on mediums, and Mad Bomber started hard. So like I said, if it was going to dry up, it was going to rain, I don't predict he would have been on hards. So let's see what people are going to the pits and who got damage off the first lap. Quick Tongue out to early by 1.3 seconds. Vince is 2.8 seconds behind the card attack. And Dirty's right behind Vince. So that's going to be a close battle here. Let's jump back to the battle for P3 and see what happens as they go down the long front straight. It isn't very long, but it's the best passing opportunity you have. So is Dirty going to look to the inside of Vince as we go to the turn 1 and nose to tail. He's gaining slightly. But not going to get anywhere. He's going to look to the inside, but he's not close enough to make a move. Looks like we have a couple people going to the pits in the back. But nothing happening there. So nothing really close. Looks like Pagoda is getting past Mad Bomber. So that's a position gained by the Haas driver. Logan Trey still in P8, so he gained quite a few spots. Looks like Brock is the only one that got damage on that. So he's coming to the pits, putting wing on and putting hards on. So I'm going to say that he's probably the only one that got damage that is actually pitting because of it. So it looks like all these guys have their full wings. Looks like the Mercedes, a Michigan fan, has missing part of it, but he's dealing with it perfectly fine. Looks like Dirty is losing positions. Let's see. Looks like he spun. Looks like a virtual safety car for an issue with Dirty at least. Yoda's up a spot. Clucky's up a spot. We had some guys stopped. I missed whatever happened there. But so far, Quick Tongue lost a spot, so I'm assuming he potentially could have spun. Car Attack is up in the lead. Hockey's in third, and Echo Alex is in fourth. So we had some changes up in the front when I wasn't paying attention. And Finisher is up in the fifth. So like I said, it's a VSC, so you gotta watch the Delta. And Hockey Man has a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. So that is a big blow to the Mercedes team right there for that as well. So it looks like the race starting to pick up slightly. So we gotta keep an eye on that. But Hockey Man is going to do his drive-through, so he's gonna lose some spots. Probably gonna drop down at least P10. Probably close to Vince, to be honest. By the time he gets back out. But Car Attack is up by 2 seconds. We had a Quick Tongue and Echo Alex. Echo Alex is going to get passed by Finisher. Finisher look to the inside, and he's going to make the move on the number 7 of the Williams of Echo Alex. Echo Alex gets a little bit of a tank slapper. Coming off the turn, but he does get it straight afterwards. Cloaky trade up to P5. We go up to P6, and Mad Bomber P7. We have Michigan Fan up at P8, Freebird P9, and the Rapture up to P10. So that is the current top 10 as we sit. Closest battle on track is we have the battle from P9 to P11 right here. And Rapture looking at the inside of Freebird. And it looks like they are getting close to the back of the cars ahead of them. We have a 5-car train right here. No DRS. So this is not dry enough for the DRS. But we have a 4-car train battling right here. We have Michigan Fan and Bomber nose tail. Bomber spins off of turn 5, I think that is. So he is down a couple spots. We have Rapture and Freebird battling. And then Luther right there with them. So we have a 3-car battle here for this position. And then we have Bomber losing some time. So Rapture runs a little wide and opens the door for Luther. Lets Freebird pull away slightly. So that's going to allow him to get away long enough to get away. So it looks like Car Attack in the fast lap. Quick Tongue in the fastest lap of the race. He's up to 1.2 seconds behind. Cloaking Train. Looks like he might have spun. Yeah, he did out of the second to last turn. Looks like Echo Alex is coming to the pits. Wonder what for. Is he putting wets on, or what is he doing here? Is there damage? So let's see what happens here while we have a chance to. Let's see any wing damage. Oh, he did the drive-through. So we have battle for the next spot. So we have Enrapture Luther battling side by side. Luther still looking to the inside of Enrapture, but no position change as of the moment. Freebird is up 8/10 of a second ahead of Enrapture, so they are still trying to keep positions here. The Quick Tongue is almost within a second of Car Attack. Bomber's in the pits to fix his damage, I'm assuming. So we have a couple people going through here. Looks like Freebird's pulled out of DRS frames whenever it comes active. Looks like Luther's staying right there with Enrapture. And then Hockeyman's getting close to the back of Echo. We have looks like the Rapture misses the breaking point and lets Luther through, so that's a tough break for him. So he's going to have to work to get back that position. Luther's getting to the back of Freebird to try to see if he can get P6. Nothing happening there yet, so we just have to keep an eye on what happens there. We have 3-car battle for 8th, so between the Rapture, Alex, and Hockey. And then we have a 2-car battle for 6th. So those are the 2 battles to watch. So right now, Echo, Alex, look at the inside of Rapture. Is going to try to get the spot into turn 13. Still side by side, going to the penultimate corner, and it looks like Echo's going to get this position going through there. Hockey's going to see if he can get a better run on him on the exit. Looks like the soft turns are starting to fall off a little bit for Rapture. Nothing too crazy happening yet. Luther on the tail of Freebird, still no DRS active. So let's see if he can make a move into turn 1. Probably nothing happening, not close enough, probably. We also have a battle shaping up for the lead, so let's jump up to the lead battle. Car Attack is leading by 0.8 of a second. Quick Tongue is starting to gain on him slightly. So let's see if he can get to the back of him here. See if he can make a move. So there, nose to tail going through the sector 2. Michigan Fan 3 seconds for track limits, so he's going to have to watch that now. He's the only one with track limits warnings, penalties. Coming up to there, still not close enough to make anything happen. So we'll jump back to the battle with Freebird and Luther, their nose to tail, and he's also getting the back of Michigan Fan. So Freebird is within 3 seconds, so right now he's in position to gain a spot, even though we're not close to the end of the race, but that's the one thing he's got to watch for. And Rapture and Hockeyman are also getting close. Car Attack has got the fastest lap of the race with 1:26.767. So he's going to be gaining lap time as Quick Tongue's tires start to fall off. DRS is enabled now. So let's see. The first guys to get a helping of DRS is going to be this group right here. So let's see if Freebird or Luther, Luther's going to take advantage of the DRS because he's going to be the first person to get it. And also Hockeyman with Rapture also. So we got to watch those 2 battles. So Luther's fastest lap of the race now, and he's going to have DRS into turn 1, but not close to making anything happen. Now let's see if Hockeyman can make anything happen going out into turn 1. Looks like he's going to get a run on the Rapture. He's going to make a dive on the inside of turn 1. He is going to be ahead into P8 or P9 into the next. Luther is now getting side by side with Freebird, going to go out, try to go on the outside. And is going to make the move to the inside of turn 3. So he did make a move up into 6th position. So now let's see if Quick Tongue can get into the DRS range here at the end of this lap. But I think his tires are starting to fall off. So he's going to have a hard time keeping up here, I think. Let's see. Any close battles right now? There's just those ones that we've been talking about. But right now it's this battle of the Car Attack and Quick Tongue show up front. Then we have Fredisher in 3rd, Bogota in 4th, who started in last. Then Michigan Fan 5th, Luther in 6th, and Freebird 7th, Echo Alex in 8th, Hockeyman in 9th, and Rapture in 10th. So that's the running on the top 10. Michigan Fan and Luther. Luther looked to the inside when he spun off of Michigan Fan. Looks like he got a little loose and spun off the side of him. So that's a tough break for him. Freebird up into 2nd within Michigan Fan. So he might be able to get DRS, trying to see if he can make a move to the back of him down the next 2 straights. Also, and Rapture is within a second of Hockeyman. So let's see if either one of these guys can make something happen. Freebird is not close enough to make anything happen down into turn 1. He looks like he missed the breaking point suddenly, so he's going to lose a little bit of time on the exit. Going down into turn 3, or turn 2. Not close enough to make that happen. Looks like Duro's fastest lap of the race. Brock is fastest lap of the race, so we're starting to get some lap times in here. Looks like Quick Tongue's tires are starting to fall off pretty majorly, so that's what we're going to have to watch. That was Sector 2. Quick Tongue spun in Sector 2, so the second place person in the race spun, and he has got white damage, so he's going to have to come to the pits now and take care of that damage. So it looks like Freebird and Michigan Fan are still battling for on track in 5th position. We have a battle for 8th with Hockeyman and a Rapture. So those are the 2 close battles on track. We have nothing really else close. We have Cloaking Train and Dirty back there for P11. So nothing really shaping up too close as of the moment. So quick touch going to the pits. Freeman's trying to see if he can still make a move on the fourth place, the Michigan fan. So let's see if we can make anything happen. He's getting closer, but he's still not making anything happen yet. So quick touch came out of the pits. He is in 11th position, so that's how much time he lost through that whole thing. Looks like Cloaking Train spun on the back stretch as well. So we're just got some people having issues. This track is kind of technical. It's kind of hard to stay steady, in my opinion, on this track than it is on others. But Freebird is still within a half second of fourth place. He's keeping the pressure on himself when he can make a mistake. But this is the only battle that's within a second of each other right now. So hopefully one of these guys can make something happen. Cloaking Train looks like he retired in pits, so he is out. Tough break for him. If I had damage from something, I would be guessing. But Freeman looking to try to see if he can get past Michigan fan. He's being held up, so that is allowing Echo to catch up to the back of him. So Echo's also going to get DRS as well. So these three cars under a blanket trying to see if they can make a move. Looks like Freeman's going to look to the inside of Michigan fan, but not going to be close enough to make a move happen. Moves back to the race lane so he can get a better exit. And it's going to be the side-by-side with him down after turn 2, or turn 1 down to turn 2. He's going to get DRS, going to go around the outside into turn 2, see if he can be better off into turn 3. Long way around gets the better speed off the exit, but Freeman cannot keep the speed, and Michigan fan's going to stay ahead. Freeman's going to see if he can get a run down into turn 5, but not close enough to make anything happen. That's going to allow Echo Alex to get right up on the back of these two. So we have three cars under a second of each other. So we have, looks like we have Quick Tongue spun again in turn 2. But like I said, these three cars are close, and that's allowing Hockeyman to go get close. It looks like Freeman runs wide, so that gives Michigan fan a little bit of breathing room. But that's going to give Michigan fan a chance to get, not Michigan fan, Echo Alex a chance to see if he can make a move on him. See if he can get in past into P5. Not going to be close enough yet. The only downside is Michigan fan of these three is the only one that has a penalty so far. So if this race were to end this way, he would lose. He would drop to P7 at a minimum. So, tough break for him, but like I said, they got a lot more race to go yet, so we don't have to worry about that quite yet, but he's got to keep that in the back of his mind. So Freeman is close this time. Within 2 seconds, DRS is open. He's going to see if he can make a move down into turn 1 to keep that slipstream as long as possible. Breaking down into turn 1, he's going to be ahead. Let's see if he can keep the position. So, Michigan fan might try to do a switchback here. Not close enough. Alex takes a look to the inside of Michigan fan, but he does not make anything happen. DRS is going to be active for Alex, so he can try to make him into turn 2, but he's not close enough to make a dive or anything there either. Luther is coming to the pits, so he's going to probably put fresh mediums on. So that gives Freeman P4 right now. Michigan P5 and Alex P6. Hockeyman is still within this. He's catching up to the back of these guys, so Hockey fan could try to get close enough to these guys to make a move. So it looks like Michigan's tires are starting to fall off slightly. About 15 laps is the optimal window for medium tires before they start falling off. Though what I've noticed anyways. So that's one thing they got to watch for. So Michigan fan is losing time to Freeman. Freeman starting to pull away the butt. That means Echo's trying to see if he can get past Echo. But Michigan fan's teammate Hockeyman is also getting close, so he could potentially be left in the dust. It looks like Alex will try to see if he can make it from the inside, but not close to making anything happen in the last turn. So, but Alex is going to be close enough to make DRS effective down this front straight. So let's see if one of these guys can make a move happen. It's going to be a 3-car train going down into turn 1. Let's see if Michigan fan going to be far enough ahead. He is to keep the position. He runs slightly wide, so that leaves the door open for Alex a little bit. He gets a better exit though, way better than Alex. So he gains about 4/10 off the exit turn 1. Out of turn 2, so even though he did not have DRS, he gained some time, especially down on that turn. So we didn't talk about the leaders much, but we have Car Attack up in the front, ahead by 12.3 seconds. So we have Michigan, or Finisher in second, and Bogota in third. So Haas at 1 and 3. Then we have Ferrari in P4, Michigan fan in P5, and Mercedes. We have them split. We have the Mercedes and Williams split, and then we have the Alpine of Brock and a Rapture, they're at 9 and 10. So we're doing good so far. We keep an eye on this battle for 5th place as well. See if we can keep an eye on these guys. It looks like 3-second penalty for Vince as well, so he's going to have to watch that towards the end of this. So it looks like Michigan fans coming in to do his pit stop. So is he doing a 2-stop or a 1? So let's see. Looks like he's putting the hards on. Oh, he's putting a way on. Serving a penalty as well. So they're getting all that taken care of. Yep, so he's putting a way on. So that's a tough break for him. And Rapture coming in to get the softs off his car. Let's see what he puts on here as well. He looks like he's going to put on the hard tires to go to the end. So let's see, that puts Echo or Hockey Man sandwiched between 2 Williams drivers right now at the moment. So let's see. Oh, we have a full course safety car. Who crashed? Maybe yellow for some reason or another. That's going to make pit lane really busy for some. Car attack and finisher were past pit lane when the safety car came up, but I don't know why there's a safety car. There's nobody stopped. There must have been debris from somebody, but I didn't see yellow either. So let's see, Pagoda's in the pits, Freeman's in the pits. This is going to be a cheap pit stop. I'm assuming these guys are probably going to put on hards. Unless they're going to do a medium soft, but it looks like Freebird's going to come in and put hards on. Pagoda's going to be next. Come in and put on the hards. We have Echo coming in now to put on the hards for the mediums. Brock is on the hards already. So he's probably going to put on the mediums again. Hey, this is probably why the safety car's up, because he was missing a wing. So putting the soft side and wing on. And then that's going to hold his teammate up slightly. We have Bomber coming in. He's going to put on their set of mediums. Vince is putting on the mediums. Luther coming in to put on hards. And then Car Attack coming to the pits. He's got a big enough of a gap to pit and not lose too much time. But I'm assuming Finisher's going to come to the pits as well. So Car Attack's probably going to put on hards. Yep, and then Finisher as well as a 5-second penalty for spinning on pit lane. So that's a tough break for him as well. So hards for him. So I will be back as soon as we get lined up to go back green as they line back up after the safety car. All right, safety car is going in. So we have Card Attack in first, followed by Finisher and Magoda. Freebird as in fourth, Echo Alex in fifth, Quick Tongue and Aston Martin in sixth, Diro in seventh, Hawk, the two both Mercedes in eighth and ninth, and then Brock in 10th. And Rapture 11th, Mad Bomber in 12th, Vincent 13th, and Luther in 14th. And then the only driver out so far is Luther in Cloaking Train in 15th. So we are back under green. Let's see what happens here as we get going. We have a battle for second. It looks like Pagoda had gotten there, but he let the position go. Freebird looking to get to the inside. Looks like Echo dropped a bunch of spots. He probably spun. Looks like Vince is up a spot and Rapture lost a spot. So we're still battling here in the middle of the field. There are about 18 laps to go in this one. It's like Dero up to 6th, but like I said, I don't know what happened to Alex. He lost it somehow and is now down in the 14th position. Mr. Brock is up to 6th, so he's gaining positions, trying to see if he can get past them. Bad Bomber's down a spot, and Quick Tongue is out of the race. So I'm assuming he probably... Yep, looks like he spun off of there and he's into the barrier. So that is going to be another full course safety car. So if I was some of these guys on hards, if they have a set of mediums left to put them on, I'll try to go to the end on them. So I will be back after when we get to the safety car restart again. But like I said, if I was them, I would, if I was on the hards, if you have another set of fresh mediums, to put them on. So the safety car's going in here this lap. Let's see what happens on this restart. See if we can get a clean one. I don't think it looks like Alex and Hockey Man both came in the pits. Luther and Michigan also did. But everybody else in front of them stayed out. So it's going to make things really interesting. But Heart Attack is away already. Kind of caught, finished sleeping, and so did Pagoda. So Freebird is in fourth. Looks like Brock is in fifth on the softs. So he's got to make a move pretty quick. He's got to pit soon to get off those softs. It looks like Bomber's looking to try to see if he can get past Zero, but not close enough to make anything happen. Luther is getting close to the back of Rapture. Looks like we have a battle for 10th also between Luther and Michigan Fan. So side by side in a turn 2, who's going to be ahead? Looks like Michigan Fan is going to be ahead of Luther. That's going to leave the door open for Alex trying to see if he can make a move in there. Not close enough to make anything happen. So we do have some battles going through the field here. Keep an eye on P4 right now. Looks like Freeber's trying to hold off the charging Alpine on those soft tires behind them. Freeber's got the hards that seem to be slightly fresher than the softs that Brock have. But looks like Freeber ran a little wide there. Brock's definitely got to pit again here. Before too long. So let's see if Freeberg can keep his position or if he's going to be susceptible to pass down here. Looks like Brock's getting closer, but Freeberg had a little bit better protection. Just gaining down the front stretch. Looks like he's going to have a slip straight off the back of the Haas driver in front of him, so he's going to see if he can get closer to him. Not close enough to make a pass. Freebird is still close enough, though. The DRS will be enabled next lap, so he is close enough to make a move happen once he gets the DRS. There, close battles behind him. Bomber's trying to get close to the back of Dero. See if he can make a move happen on him as well. Looks like Echo and Luther swap positions in the back. Looks like Vince is still trying to get close to the back of Bomber. So we have from P3 all the way down to P8 as battles nose to tail. Good racing from these guys. So going down into the S chicane, no passes or anything happening there. So DR should be able to next time leader crosses the line. Let's see if anything can happen once that happens. Now the only rough part is that the detection point is going into the last turn, so you'll have to be. It will be another whole lap yet before you can take advantage of the DRS, but it will be active when they cross the line. The starter should be. So Freebird is still within 3/10 of Pagoda, but looks like Brock and Bomber and Fence are really close to as well. A 5-car battle here for position, and none of these guys have finished. Car Attack fastest lap of the race is 1:29.52. Yellow looks like El Echo Alex spun in turn 14, and we have a full course safety car. Probably did he get damaged? Probably. Brock's in the pits yet. Looks like Vince has a wing replacement. Brock's putting the mediums on to go to the end. So, another safety car. Let's see what happens in the pits this time, though. Because, if you have a fresh set of mediums left, you can pit. You go to the end on them. If you're good with tire management, we're going to restart with 10 laps to go. If you can make the softs last to them, we struggle at the end of them, at the end of the life of them. So, see what happens. So we have Michigan fan coming to the pits. It looks like that's going to be the only one in this group of cars that's coming to the pits, because since he's in the back, it looks like he's putting a wing on though, and he's putting the hards on, the old set of hards. So tough break for him, but we'll be back when we're going to do the restart. Alright, so we are going back to racing here. Safety car's going in. We will restart with 11 laps to go. So let's see what happens on the restart. We have 13 cars left in this. When is Car Attack going to go this time? And he goes, and he's away, and he has a second, or 7/10 of a second gap going down into turn one. Finisher was slightly sleeper, but I think Car Attack left when he wasn't surprised or expecting it. Pagoda's going to look to the inside of second place, but not going to make it happen. Darrow's going to try to go around the outside of Freebird, but not close enough to make a move. Can he get close enough down into turn two? He cannot. But Bomber's looking to the inside of the Williams, and not close enough to make anything happen yet. But that's going to leave the door open for Vince because he was compromised. Still knows the tail going into turn 5. We had a spin of Michigan fan. Now he's dropped down to 13th position, so that's going to be a rough break for him. So let's see what we got here for battle for position. Car Attack is now outside of a second of Finisher, and Pagoda's now 1 second behind Finisher. Freebird is 8/10 of a second behind Pagoda, and looks like we have a really close battle here from 3rd down to 7th or 8th. Still on nose tail going through this section of the track. They're coming to 10 to go. Let's see if anybody can make anything happen. So DRS is not going to be enabled this lap. Next lap it will be enabled. So the yellow, the spin, looks like we have an Alpine spin and a Brock in that turn 13 area there. Looks like Taro's going to look to the inside of Fruber. Fruber's going to get a better exit. Going to see if he can chase down Pagoda. Looks like he might have a slight run on him, gaining slightly, but nothing much happening there. So DRS will be enabled next time by. Vince is going to look to the inside of Bomber's going to make a dive bomb, and he's going to get up into P6. Bomber drops to P7. It looks like in Rapture and Luther switch positions. Luther up to P8 and Rapture down to P9. That leaves the door almost open for Hockey Man, so he's going to try to see if he can make a move as well, see if he can get up to that ninth position. Fruber's getting closer and closer to the back of that Haas driver, though. See if he can make a move as he gets through the end of this lap. We have the top three separated, or third to fifth separated by 2 seconds. So we have Hockey Man with a penalty as well. So that's going to be a tough break for him. He's going to lose some spots at the end of this run if he finishes where he's at now. Freeman is within a half second of the Haas driver. So these guys are all nose to tail from third all the way down to seventh. Those guys we had wants to be involved in this battle as well. So coming to 9 to go, the DRS should be enabled for the leaders. And DRS is going to look to the inside of Freebird, going into turn 13, but Freebird's going to have the better exit, and he's going to stay ahead into turn 14 and 15. Looks like Vince is going to try to go around the outside of DRS, but he's not going to be close enough ahead, not going to get good enough traction to do so. Freebird is now 8/10 of a second behind the Haas driver, and DRS is going to be close enough to see if he can make a move down into turn 1. So let's see if anything can happen down here. Looks like Dio's going to looks like Vince is going to make a dive, and he's going to crash off the side of Freebird. So that is a tough break for him. That was kind of an audacious dive bomb there, if I must say so. At least by what I could tell. So Freebird's going. I don't see any damage from these two cars. But Freebird might have side pod damage if he got hit hard enough on the side. So he's going to keep an eye on that. Let's see if Dio can see if he can make a move. Pagano got away from Freebird, so that's a good thing there for him. We have 4 cars getting close. It looks like Michigan fan got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So he let the positions pass, but he still got the 5-second penalty. So like I said, this is going to be a close battle here. Like I said, I don't know if we got any damage from that, so we'll have to see if he did. I think his pace might have dropped off slightly, so he could potentially have either side pod damage or floor damage. DRS is getting closer, so he's going to have DRS down the front straight anyways. So he's going to see if he can make a move, hopefully before he needs it, but he's going to make a dive down to turn 14. Going to be close enough to get side by side, but not close enough to make a pass happen. He's still side by side, going to try to go around the outside of turn 15. And he's going to try to, Freeman's going to make a move a long way around, but he's not close enough to make anything happen. Freeman's going to stay ahead right now into the front stretch. But DRS is going to have better drive off the last turn. He's going to get right up to the back of using the slipstream as an advantage. He's trying to get ahead into turn 1. Looks like he's going to get ahead of Freebird. Bomber's going to try to make an attempt to get past Freebird as well. Side by side. For that 5th position, Bomber's going to get better traction off the exit. Those hard tires are not helping Freebird any. I wish they Freebird probably got damage to that car. Freebird going to keep his nose in there. But Bomber's going to go around the outside. That's going to leave the door open for Hockey to get past Luther. 3-second time penalty for finisher for track limits. So these guys are getting closer. So let's take a look right now at the penalty sheet. So that will keep this up. So finisher's got 8 seconds worth of penalties. So he must have a 5-second and a 3-second. So that's going to put him a ways down. That'll put Pagoda up in the 2nd, and it'll probably drop the finisher down in the 7th or 8th probably if they finish where they're at. So let's see, can Dira make a move? I'm gonna, yes, he potentially could. So looks like Dira's gotten to the back of him. So he's gonna see if he can catch up here. Williams driver's got the DRS open down the front stretch. See if he can get a move down into turn 1. He's going to be close enough to try to make something happen. So it looks like the Williams driver and finisher's got yellow back there. Michigan fan, I'm sorry. So looks like Freebird is going to lose some spots as well. So he lost to Luther. Freebird's dropping like a rock. Looks like Pagoda and Diro are side by side out of turn 3. Let's see who's going to be heading down into turn 5. Looks like Pagoda's going to have the advantage, but Pagoda is still got the pressure from behind. Bomber's in P5, Luther's 6th, and Freebird is 7th. Luther's got the 3-second time penalty. There's some crazy battles going on here. Dero trying to get past Pagoda. Pagoda runs wide on the S's, so that's going to leave the door open for Dero. And Dero's going to be ahead to get into P3, going down the back chute to turn 13. So we have Matt Bomber starting to catch the back of these guys. Luther's also starting to catch up. Freeber's staying on the back of Luther still, but like I said, I think his car might have a little bit of damage after that contact earlier in the race. So we have coming to 6 laps to go now. We got some battles starting to heat up in the midfield. Alright, so they're starting to get close battles here in the midfield. Looks like Dero's trying to catch the back and finisher, even though he's already got the position due to penalties, but he wants to get the position on track just like any other racer would. Looks like Bomber's trying to get past Pagoda, but he is can't get close enough to make anything happen yet. Bomber's thought about making a move, but not close enough to make anything happen. So that left him a little bit susceptible, so he lost a little bit of time going down that chute. But he'll be close enough to have DRS down the front stretch. But that Haas driver's been getting really good exits off of turn 15 on the last turn. So that's where Bomber's having an issue trying to get past him. So it's 0.2 of a second now. And he's losing time still. There's still 0.4 of a second. And it looks like Luther is trying to make a move on Bomber. He's not close to making it happen. We got side by side with him, thought about it, but he didn't make anything happen. Freeberg trying to make something happen back here as well, keeping Hockey and Brock behind him. Brock looking to try to get past Hockey. Looks like he did make it happen. So we still have we still have a huge battle here between 4th and 9th. Looks like Bomber's trying to look to the inside of Pagoda right now, and looks like finisher would drop to P4 if they finish the way they were. Actually, he probably dropped only one spot still. The yellow sector 2 looks like Michigan fans spun in turn 4 or 5. So these are all close races still. Here's leading by 2.8 seconds. Bombers and Pagoda are still battling side by side for that 4th position. Luther's trying to get his nose in there, even though he's going to lose it due to the penalties, but he's trying to get it on track to get the bragging rights for where he finishes on track anyways. Alright, so DRS open for 5th and 6th. Let's see what's going to happen down into turn 1. Looks like Luther's is going to try to go around the outside of Bomber. Can he make a double overtake here in this corner? He can get better traction than Bomber, get down the straightaway. See if he can make a move, overtake down into turn 2. And they're side by side, contact going into turn 2. Luther forces his way through there. They contact again. So that's contact twice with Luther and Bomber. Brock took advantage of that, got past Bomber. Freebird's right there with him as well. So they're still all nose to tail. Luther's about 0.8 of a second behind Pagoda. But he's going to have floor damage from that contact potentially. Or side pod damage. That's what we got to watch for. And these guys are all nose to tail right now. Getting towards the end of this. So we're coming to 3 laps to go. And we have Luther spinning off of turn 12. So he will drop a bunch of spots. So that moves Freeman up to 7th, Hockey up to 8th, and Bomber up to 6th. Brock is in 5th, and Pagoda is in 4th. Pagoda still holding off the charge from behind. He is still keeping that 4th position very well. So So Luther's going again. So Brock's going to see if he can make a move down the turn one. Everybody else has failed recently at doing it. So let's see the light flashing on the back of the Alpine car. But we're going to still keep in the position. He forces Brock wide there slightly. So he's going to be susceptible to Bomber behind him again. Bomber trying to get past to get P5 to go around the long way in turn 2 and is going to see if he can be ahead out of turn 3. So he is going to be ahead. So we got cars nose to tail still from P4 to P8. This 6-car battle right now is starting to heat up. So nose to tail from Pagoda leading this group. Car Attack's leading the race. Finisher in second and TJ Dero in third. Pagoda's in fourth. Mad Bomber in fifth and Brock in sixth. Freebird in seventh and Hockey in eighth. Vince in ninth. So from Pagoda all the way down to Vince, these guys are nose to tail still. So we have a DRS train definitely formed here with these 6 cars. So coming to 2 laps to go here. Let's see if one of these guys can make something happen going down the front straight. This is going to be the second to last passing opportunity you're going to have down the straightaway to see if you can gain positions down it. So it looks like Bomber is going to see if he can get a better exit. Looks like he does. Bomber gets a good exit off the last turn, but Pagoda runs wide. So Bomber's going to see if he can get ahead down into turn 1. Lights flash on the back of both those cars. We have Freebird and Brock also battling for P6. So we have a couple positions changing. Brock's just trying to get ahead. Freebird looks like he does. Freebird might lose another spot, but Pagoda's going to potentially lose this spot. So he's going to make Bomber go around the outside. And Bomber's going to get the position on Pagoda. Brock is up to 6. Freebird is 7. Vince and Hockey Man switch positions back there. So we got 3 cars battling for 7th position. We have 3 cars battling for 4th. Bomber gets a time penalty for track limits. So he's going to lose spots on the finish of this because of the track limits. So nose to tail here all until we get to the last lap. So Freebird's in a good spot here with these guys in front with the time penalties. So is Brock and Pagoda. They're all going to gain spots. Vince and Hockey Man won't. But Rapture's starting to get in the back of these guys. So Rapture might be able to take advantage of some time penalties if he can get close enough. Looks like we have a spin back there. Looks like that's Vince spun out of turn 12. So he's going to drop a spot. Brock's got a time penalty in 3 seconds. So that's going to be rough for him. So that's going to give another opportunity to get a spot for Freebird. So starting the last or second to last lap of the race. So we are on the last lap now. So let's see who finishes where as we get to the end of this thing. So coming towards the turn 1, let's see Brock is going to be close up, trying to make a dive out. Brock's going to look to the inside. They're just going to give him the space on the curb, but he's going to get better exit than Pagoda is going to. So he's going to get a better run down into turn 2. He's going to have the spot. So Hockey Man's now is his turn to try to make a move. We have some battles in the back against Freebird is gets it up as well. Hockey Man 3 second penalty, so that's going to give you 6 seconds total. But this battle is still raging out here from P6 to P8. So we have a spin. Looks like Hockey Man is spun off of on the back of the track. But anyways, we're going to go to the top end here, sharp end. Finishing this race off strong. Round 2. Yeah, McLaren's going to lose out big time because of how close they all are. But round 2 winner is Card Attack. He's going to win in the Haas. No penalties, smooth race by himself out front. So Haas is going to be the master classes from taking P1 and at least a minimum of P6 right now. McLaren finishes second. DJ Giro will move up to second for the penalties. Bomber is going to come across the line on track in 4th, but there's going to be some time penalties and switches. So Bomber in 4th, Brock in 5th, and Pagoda 6th is across the line. But will Pagoda move up any positions? No, he will not. Freebird 7th, Hockey Man in 8th, and Rapture is currently in 9th on track. Echo Alex in 10th. But there's going to be some switching positions. Rapture moves up a spot, so Hockey Man drops down. And Rapture in 8th, Hockey in 9th. Alex and Michigan Fan are going to come across the line. So Michigan Fan has 11 seconds of penalties, which isn't going to matter. Luther in 12th and Vincent 13th. So Spradley, with all the penalties that Finisher had, he only lost 1 spot, luckily enough. But Haas had 2 drivers in the points, which is more. So they had 26, 27. So they'll have 35 points today in this one, so that's going to help him out in the points big time. So let's see, standings-wise, that's going to help them out in the points, because Alpine struggled in the points today, and McLaren did too, so McLaren only got 18 points, so that's going to help. That could potentially jump them up into the lead or really close to it. Car Attack's should take the lead in the driver's standings. That's going to shake things up quite a bit. So we'll go over the results here real quick, and then we will catch you guys all next time. And this race will be up on YouTube here probably either tonight or first thing in the morning whenever I upload it. I just got to do it. I just got to take the time to do it. So we have Car Attack in first. I'm going to check the screenshot here real quick once these times go away. Car Attack in first, DJ Jira in second, Finisher in third, if Bomber in fourth, Brock in fifth, Pagoda in sixth, Freebird in seventh, and Rapture in eighth, Hockeyman in ninth, and Echo Alex rounding out the top 10. So Williams also had 19 points on the day. Brock had the fastest lap of the race, so he did take that away from Haas, so the Alpine did at least get that. We had 11th is Michigan Fan, 12th is Luther, 13th is Vince, 14th is Quick Tongue, and Clogan Train rounds out the top, rounds up 15th position. So, hope you guys all had a go. We'll see you guys next time.